That's right. Art of War Volume 2 coming soon. It would have a chapter titled Nobu, and it would be a Win in Dying Ground. You know, it's the Win in Dying Ground fight. This would be Win in Dying Ground Die. That would be my take on it. Just so they know. Only at 83 right now. Seems super low. You can hear me. When does that ever stop me? Okay. What a fucking god. What is this guy doing? Unassigned perk point there. This is our duelist. Are we still building this guy as a duelist too? I think we are. What's a synonym for dumb beginning with an F? The Foggy Fencer. Feeble-minded, that's good. Foolish, those are good too. Fart-brained, that's just you adding fart to the front of something. Fool. Take Foggy. Alright. What are we doing here? We have Nimble on our Fencer. I mean, our Fencer could just be a really bad duelist. A fast duelist, and we're doing that. Feckless? I don't think it means that. Isn't feckless like cowardly? Lacking initiative or strength of character, irresponsible. It's not quite cowardly either. All right.
A renewal. Welcome back.
+1 goose. Thank you, bad beef. Gobos. Gobos, you say? Well, if goblins is what you say, I guess that's what we're doing. Go back to real weapons, too. You're still not really okay. Picked up some pike upgrades. Just kind of noticed that we've been running around with non-pike upgrades, so that's kind of nice. All right. What does dreary mean? It's the word equivalent of overcast, essentially. It's dull, monochromatic, just oppressive, slightly oppressive, like that. Wonder what the actual definition of it is. Dull, bleak, lifeless, depressing. I think I nailed it. Okay. Alright, let's go kill goblins. Try not to get killed by them. It's a weird task, right? To explain a word. Because you're like, here's some other words that mean roughly the same thing but slightly different. It's kind of weird thinking about it. Is this even a good spot for us? This blocks like all the LOS, right? Overseer? Stutters doesn't have Pathfinder? I hate you, Stutters. I hate you and everything you stand for. The lack of pathfinding. In particular, I guess. Why am I not adrenalining right now? That's a good question. This is literally one of the best fights for adrenaline. Describe the meaning of this word without using words. I know, right? Melancholy. Sad remembrances, something like that. Nice work, team. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Any more whooshing? No, it's my crossbow. You don't have to run away with it. Read any good books recently? No, actually. Not really. I've been doing a lot of reading recently. Which is kind of a bummer. Since I do really enjoy a good book. Yeah, get him. Oh no, don't get him. Do the opposite of get him. Thing is done, huh? I can't get there because you haven't run yet. How do we get in there? Like that. It's fights like this, I'm suddenly like, man, did I forget to turn on expert, or is this novice? Just like low count goblins are so easy. It's funny because they scale so well. They're so scary in like large numbers, but small numbers, no problem. I do not like Brandon Sanderson. I cannot get into his novels. Every time I try, I'm just like, ugh. Impaler, net, ammunition. Oh my god. I started on Mistborn. I read Mistborn. I read one of, he had some interesting magic system in one of his books, but I just couldn't get into the rest of it. It was just like, eh. Found Goblin City. Okay. People are fighting. Wait. Northerners in the company are poking fun at the Southerners. We're all cultists here. I don't understand what the problem is. We all just believe in Davkul. Why don't we get along? "17 goblins on a hill." Thanks. Appreciate the resub.
Love the BB content, brother.
Okay. Not entirely convinced we survived this without deaths. Some deaths are okay, but how many deaths do we want? I hated Lord of the Rings. Or rather, I really liked it when I read it the first time in 3rd grade. And after that, I did not enjoy it. Okay. I think I've read it. I think I've only read it twice though. I started this, or whatever the fucking lore book was, and I'm like, are you shitting me? This isn't a novel, and I put it down again. Imagine an entire book based around lore with like written songs. I'm not convinced I like. Well, let me rephrase that. I know for a fucking fact that I never want to read poetry and or music in my novels. I just can't get into it. Like, it's probably a lack of imagination on my part. Like, I can't hear the beat or something, so it doesn't do anything for me, but man. It just does, yeah, exactly. Music does not translate into text for me is a good way of putting that. All right, Indebted, what are you carrying for me? Net? Throwing weapon? Mace? Some pikes? Kind of have all of our pikes equipped. I guess my whips. Alright, how's the armor? We're all missing a little bit of HP from that brawl event. I wonder if it's going to kill somebody. Hope not. Okay. Gideon the Ninth. Never heard of it. Yeah, I get real strong young adult vibes off token stuff, which is just, I don't really like young adult literature. You'd be shocked to hear. Turns out I'm not a young adult. Maybe not targeted for me. What are we doing with this guy? I think this guy can't come out like this. Do I have another spear? I do. 67. I need some great swords for this team. Do nets get increased throw range based on elevation? Okay, it's done. It doesn't matter. Okay. Hey, Billy. Welcome back. 90 months. And sometimes we just have a 90-month sub.
/.
Yep. Oh, Stutter's no fucking Pathfinder. Goddamn liability on fights like this. Where's that guy who was asking about Pathfinder the other day? This is reasons like this are why you go Pathfinder, please. Elevated punctures on a guy with no shield's kind of bad news too. What makes a good nimble? HP, low fatigue. Dude, it's amazing how many times I've hit this guy when he's standing behind two goblins. Also amazing is my team's accuracy. Oh, I didn't bring a shield here. Fuck. It's actually a real problem. Can't swing because he doesn't have any stamina. Guy needs his wound cured already. Yeah, I would love to know the odds of standing behind somebody. Like, bullseye stuff is one of the most hidden calculations for the player, like, with it bouncing off shit and hitting the next guy and all the rest of that crap.
A gleaming endowment.
Thank you, Patatul.
Extra filthy so I can ignore IRL stuff. This seems like a good plan.
I'm in. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate the continued channel support. I wonder if we kill ourselves going there. We're still in range of the goblin. I don't know if this bush is doing anything. Why does the guy have a crappy spear and the other people have 2 top tier ones? Because I have 2 top tier spears and they're both equipped? Do you have any harder questions? Thanks, Splitstorm.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
I would love to stop this overseer from shooting me repeatedly, because I'm getting a bit fucking concerned that he's going to kill the whole team. So I guess that's Chaos's new goal. Good work, Chaos. Mugen can help as well. Don't you fucking do it. You put that bow away and you dagger someone. Hands up. Don't make me sick the Ironman police on you. Alright. Panicked him. Fight went really well, honestly. Considering it was an uphill fucking battle and I forgot a shield on my banner. Went really well. Dude, this thing is just like -1 inventory space for me. I should just drop it off. It's not like I ever equip it. Okay, we had our first miss on randoms. Do we ever not take this attack point for the fatigue here? Because this guy needs more fatigue to be a fencer. Imagine not rolling attack on a fencer though. On what to change? I'm not in the mood to do balancing, guessing, Razgul. It's just this particular development team isn't super responsive to player feedback, in my opinion. I don't think there's any point in speculating what could be done. You're either modding it yourself or dealing with it. What is yes? Yes, we need to take the attack roll, or yes, we can skip the attack roll for 3 fatigue. Yes. Thanks, chat. Skip attack? Every time he misses, chat, I'm yelling at you guys, just so we're 100% clear. Chat's like, fuck your melee attack. It's not relevant. Ooh, you can hit 11. I think that's our first 11. This is attack roll. All right, Lullaways needed Berserk. Dude, we got floating talent points. This means I'm feeling lazy. What do we want to do with this? I mean, this is obviously melee defense. Guy has 54 resolve without a necklace, without the banner, without double arena, and he's close to double arena. So, not convinced any more resolve on this guy matters. So I guess it's defense, stamina, HP, live with 76. Feels kind of bad. All right, what are we doing with him? So we built him as damage, but he's only got 76 attack. He's only got 1 perk too, so he can't even quick hands. So this is adrenaline costing him that. What the fuck does this mean? That I can't build? Have we been miscounting this entire time? The addition of adrenaline, we can't do quick hands, so we can't have gifted and quick hands and adrenaline in Colossus. That's kind of bad news. We need some great swords for this team. All right. Where the fuck am I? The Boulder Hills. Oh. I should kill 4 to 6 ambushers for the sweet EXPs, I think. Like nearly certain. You have 41 HP, stand in the back. Okay. Someone make me assign Pathfinder on Stutters so I can keep using him. Because currently he's absolutely useless and I just keep forgetting. If we adrenaline here, we go to 36. We get 15 back. It's 2. Okay, we have exactly enough for that. It's fine. As long as they don't shoot at him even once. If they shoot him at once, he doesn't have enough stam. I lied. I did the math wrong. Apparently I have 2 more stam. Is he axe spect? Nope. Alright. No comment. Fencer is a subcategory of duelist, is the answer to your question. Fencer uses a fencing sword. A duelist just uses a one-handed weapon. Go. Does the axe have minus fatigue? I thought I did them. That's a good question. Ha! No. Not redeemed. Go. God, I would love an auto resolve right now. Weapon spec is so-so. Not the worst, not the best. It's really weapon dependent. There's lots of brothers who are totally fine not to weapon spec. Doesn't matter if it has minus 11 instead of minus 16. It was a math calculation, and I apparently screwed it up somewhere. The 11 versus 16 won't change the cost once you're already on the field. Okay, we don't want to be jumped by fucking Shrats at night, particularly. Four to 6 Necro Savants. Is that real? It's just auxiliaries with it? Maybe. Where's Stutters? Fucking gotta get a level up. Alright. Too many perk points. Let's go do that fight. To do that, we need to assign perk points. This guy is non-weapon spec damage. Which means what? Quick hands? I guess it's just quick hands. And we know he wants a fucking sword, though. Is it ever just a sword with nothing else? Yeah, the fencing sword does damage based on initiative. That's its secondary attack, so that's why you care about leveling initiative there. Maybe we could ablate this banner. It's reasonable. We've got a couple nets. I think the goblins gave us +1 net.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Praise the sub. Welcome, Johnny Fleck. Yeah, I think we can go fight that. We're not super strong versus this. 4 to 6. High roll 6 is a bit of a bitch. But we're okay. Mostly. Yeah. And the axe spec becomes the default. Could be. I'm a little concerned about speccing a weapon. I think this is probably just undifferentiated for most of them. Someone's got a pocket rocket in there right now, yeah.
A new subscriber. Come, steal yourself.
Another 5 gifted subs from Razgul. Thank you. Alright, Mugen holds down the side with a better shield, possibly. Alright, are we good enough to bring back in Iran? She's at 100. I think we are. Alright, who does not get to play in this game right now? Chaos, nice side piece there. 50 defense seems good. Front side's the most vulnerable. It seems good. All right, other sides we've got Hoppage. We're not sure about yet. I don't think. Immortal's at 86, missing Fatigue. He could come in for this fight. We'd like him in this fight too. It's good experience. All right, we definitely want our thrower, and we want our second net on our thrower, so that needs to be finessed.
Renewal. Welcome back.
I think this wants to be both Javs out. Javs are fine versus the Necro Savants, but I think I want second net and a shield for shitting ourselves. Which shield did I just take? The guy in the fight? No, we'll keep that. Thanks, Suzax.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
And Rich Thome Quan. Thanks. Alright. This is probably a fine time to be done with banners. We don't want spears in this fight anyways. Maces are fine. Could start with that out and use this for the archer. Okay. Filthy's community's a nice one. Oh, that's sweet. I don't know if I agree, but the idea is nice. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Stutters as a corner piece. It's a bit of a stretch. Okay. It's all a facade. Yeah, it's like sleeping dogs, I think. Ah, that's a decent corner piece, like this. Okay. Armor is pretty chunked. Okay. Spear's pretty bad in this fight. Do we have another sword? Probably. We have another good sword? Probably not. I know you're bold, but try not to die on me. That's a sword. Do we want some reach maces? Alright, I think this is the team we're bringing. Although, do we want these guys to sit? I could, instead of a bleeding the banner, I could bring someone who wants the experience instead. It seems better. Running low on inventory space here. All right. I'm not convinced giving my... Ooh, would a two-handed mace be good here? we take underdog on the fucking fencer? I'm not sure we do. Where's my builds? To the build sheet. Fencer. No. Student Colossus. Pathfinder. Dodge. Footwork. We're unsure about footwork's the problem, but everything else is past it. I mean, we know we're going to take sword spec here, I guess. Ah, relentless we could take right now, too. Alright. I think it's time to buy the donkey. See this cash flow of 3,300? The donkey's 5k, so it's not a matter of is it time, it's a matter of we cannot afford. DPS makes no sense in turn-based games, so just convert it to DPR. It's the same thing. Alright, I don't feel like we want to move. This positioning actually looks pretty good to me. Go. That looked like a 6 roll, I think. Yeah, that's 6 Necro Savants, so we max rolled that, sadly. The Anonymous Fencer was very good. I am using Indebted as extra inventory slots. 6 is a lot here. 6 is a lot here, chat. Damage per whoosh, unlimited. What a bastard. Should be attacking the one-hander, no reason not to. Can't swing twice with that, sadly. Why does he have 9 lives still? Got it last turn. Cheater.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Thanks, Uchi.
Praise Davkul.
Yep. Goes without saying, doesn't it?
Returned.
Thanks, Elowen. I mean, for 6 Necro Savants with the Cultist team, that seemed to go okay. Not today, chat. Not today. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with the... I don't know if any of the runs will make it to YouTube. I would like to, but I don't know if they'll get there. It's very time intensive to get this shit up to YouTube, sadly. And it's not a lot of return on the time. At the mercy of some loving volunteers right now. God damn, he rolled so well too. Is with HP or not? With HP. Watched Arby's yesterday. I was watching Arby's a little bit yesterday. He lured me in with a 97 plus day timer on his run and then immediately restarted his run after like an hour of chair streaming and then restarted his run until I stopped watching him repeatedly. I was like, huh. Different style of play. I know. What do we want here? We're at 95 HP. This is a Battleforged brother. We're gonna clear this wound, so we will get our stamina back. Unless we didn't. Unless we just made this guy 0 stam with adrenaline. Typical Arvius? Yes. 100%. I can't unpierce those lungs. Yes, I can. I absolutely can unpierce these lungs, and I probably will be unpiercing these lungs. How do you unpierce lungs? You find the legendary location that gives you the water that cures 1 wound, or cures all the wounds on one brother, and you chug that. And you laugh hysterically at Chad's lack of knowledge. And you feel superior for a little bit, and then you realize that doesn't make you superior, and then you think about the words today, like melancholy and dreary. And then you wonder what you're doing with your life. And you wish that fucking COVID would go away. I don't know. It's like that kind of thing. What do you do? All right, let's keep moving. Code will never go away. Yeah, let me rephrase that. You wish that this specific instance of COVID exposure would hurry up and fucking move on so I could move on with my life too. All right, what are we doing here? We could fight these goblins. There's 0% chance of fame. It's a small amount of experience. We're right here though. Might as well clear the camp, I guess. I don't want to line up and fight goblins, and I mean it's 2 to 3 ambushers. Okay, we should go do this. Bourbon. We're absolutely doing bourbon tonight. I don't have a lot of bourbon left in the house, sadly, but nevertheless. For some reason, Iowa is like the 6th or 7th most expensive state in the U.S. to buy liquor in. I have no idea why. So I do most of my liquor when I go to visit relatives in neighboring states. Which means that occasionally I get these moments where it's been a while since I've visited people and I'm low on liquor and I'm just like, what in the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm talking like $10 to $20 difference per bottle. It's ridiculous. Makes absolutely no sense. Like, who are they protecting me from? Me? It's ridiculous. Yes, that much. It's not like a couple dollars. It's like the difference between buying like a liter bottle versus whatever it is, 1.75 liter bottle is like basically the cost of going one state over. It's so stupid. Thanks, Rocky Bruce. Yeah, she seems to have no symptoms for it. We're probably nothing, but it's just, it's irresponsible to then immediately go out and hang out with friends.
Endowment.
Thank you, Superbender. Does this count? Yes, yes it does. Everything counts on extra filthy days. Yeah. They're cashing in on my weakness. No, they're trying to regulate my morality, and it's pissing me off. You know, I'll regulate my morality. Thank you very much. Let's see. We're lining up to fight goblins. Okay. There's no way that's the correct weapon, by the way. The syntax, exactly. We're just really not going to assign stats as well. Perk points are one thing, I get it. We're waiting to figure out a famed weapon or to finalize a build or blah blah blah, right? Stat points is just cowardice. It's just pure laziness. Perhaps better than cowardice for that one. When you're like, I probably ought to, but I can't be bothered to figure it out right now. Alright. Morality, what is morality? Morality is get your fucking dirty, grubby hands off my hard-earned money when I'm trying to buy my liquor. That's fucking morality. Okay. A law-abiding adult of your state who pays your taxes, do we really need to make it punitive to get some liquor in my system? You understand? That by and large, that's a social lubricant. It helps make life go down a little bit easier. It's irresponsible to make that out of the price range of some people. And it's irresponsible to make me grumpy about it. All right, what are we doing? Staying out of range of that. I think it's 3, so I think it's there. It's actually a really good diagonal on this. better there, I guess. It should be a super easy fight, but you know, goblins, sometimes they just kill one of your people. We're like, oh, surprised you guys dead. Also, they managed to poison all my fast runners, which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Oh, they've already done. They're already done. Why am I worried about moving into their range? I shouldn't give a shit. I just tried to adrenaline. I clicked the adrenaline button, then hit pass, and didn't get adrenaline. Nice. Homemade booze. I've got reasonably expensive taste when it comes to liquor. Like I like fancy liquors, or it's not even the right way of saying it. I like liquors with a shit ton of flavor, and I am unconvinced that my own personal homebrewers would do that. I did some homebrewing for beer for a while in my life, which I was, you know, okay with. I just literally missed the adrenaline from clicking. So this time I'm like, I'll use the hotkey and then use the wrong hotkey. Instead of break net, I just cast adrenaline. Sweet. Okay. Well done, Filthy. Fine, well, I just did it again. This does not bode well for today. It's just the exact same thing again. Oh, man. It's fine. Am I using the same builds from season 15? Maybe. I'm not trying to hide the answer. I just don't really know yet. We're just starting right now. Just starting to see the builds come online, so. Throwing X, yeah, the Fame Throwing X mod is, Fame Throwing X's are very good. You stop trying to kill people. Fucking goblins. Go. 0 inventory spaces, nice. All right, you don't need that. All right, I mean, our inventory's full. Let's go do something about it.